Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today, there's going to be some actors and we're going to be giving them different masks to wear. There's 4 different actors and we're trying to make sure that we don't give them the same mask that they've already received in a big pile of masks. We're talking about Kabuki here. It's a family and children's style game for 2 to 6 players, plays in quick in about 20 minutes, and it's sort of a memory style game. So without further ado, let me show you how it's played. I'll see you on the other side. Now Kabuki is a memory game, so everyone starts with 5 tokens, or 4 depending on the amount of players. In this case we have 4 players, so we have 5 tokens apiece. And it doesn't matter where they sit. Now here is 4 actors. On a player's turn they're going to pick up one of these cards, and regardless of where they're sitting, they can put this mask on any of the 4 actor piles. So let's say this player puts it here. That's it. That's the whole turn. The next player would go. Every time you see me pick up one of these, it's a new player's turn. And what they're going to do is they're just going to start picking these up. Now look, this is an orange mask. So is this, but they're different. This guy has big eyes, this one's different. So they can place it there and just fine. What you're trying to do is, as the people are going and putting their turns, you're trying to make sure you don't put the same mask, the same exact mask, on a pile. So you don't want to have any duplicates. So as I'm doing this, different people's turns are going on, and this will continue until something like this happens. So let's say it is this player's turn, and they pick this up, and they put this card down here. And let's say this player, any player at a time can yell, stop. At that point, everyone stops. This player is challenging this player on this pile. So what happens is he picks up this pile, and he shows all the cards to everybody, and you're looking to see if there's any matches of this. There's one match right here. Ooh, there's a second match. Because there's 2 cards that match this, this player who is challenged has to pay 2 tokens to this player right here. Now, it would then just go on to the next player's turn. Now let's say, for example, that didn't happen and there weren't any of those there. Then the player who challenged would take one of these tokens and put it in the box. Now this would continue until either this entire deck is gone or one person runs out of tokens. As soon as one of those 2 things happen, the round ends, and you write down who has how many tokens, and then you shuffle all of these together, and you do it 2 more times so that you play a continuous 3 full rounds until someone's run out of tokens, or this runs out, and at the end you just add up all the points, and that is the game. Now I'll just show you how these different masks look kind of cool and different. They are quite different, and some of them are really hard to tell apart, even with the same color. You might think they look interesting or just like another one, but they're different, and the colors throw you off, and sometimes the eyeballs throw you off. And here's sort of just a lot of the different variants of the masks that you can see here, and that is Kabuki. All right, well there is Kabuki. So in this game, it's a memory game, right? It's pure memory where you're putting things down and you're hoping that you either remember that there wasn't already one down there when you put one down, or you're watching what other people are doing and you're trying to remember what else is down there and you're trying to catch them putting something on there. Now, as the game starts, it almost seems too easy, right? People are putting stuff down. There's 1 or 2 cards on each one. It's like, oh, this is weird. This is really easy. And then towards the middle of the game, you get like 5 or 6 in each one. It starts to become, okay, people start challenging each other and getting messed up. And then as the piles start to get larger, it almost becomes like it almost feels very random. Either you're going to completely just try to focus on one pile and really remember everything, or as much as you can, or maybe even just one pile and 2 of the colors and just focus on the masks that are in there. So when someone puts something there, you can do it. And maybe that's the pile that actually you place stuff on. I think if you really focus in on a specific pile and a specific type of masks or colors, you'll be using your memory okay, but then you're missing a lot of the game. If you try to remember everything that's going around or certain things in all the piles, typically you'll probably remember nothing because there'll just be too much information there. And at that point, it almost feels very random to the point where someone puts someone down and you're like, ah, stop, there's got to be another one there. Oh, there is, okay. Oh, there isn't. And it almost seems like you're just guessing at that point. So it's weird. It has this arc where each round is like super easy, gets a little more challenging, then it's like almost impossible. And it's like just a bunch of guessing. So overall, I can't recommend this one. It didn't really grab me or anybody else of the groups that I played this with. I think there's better memory games out there that kids can also play. The colors are beautiful. you know, looking at those masks is really cool. Some are kind of scary looking. Production quality is great, but the game itself, it's just barely okay at best. There's better memory games out there. Felt way too random. Everyone was mostly just guessing after a while. Too much to think about. Or if you're just focusing, it's just a little, you know, too focused. If that makes any sense. So that's Kabuki.